welcome back to Susanne Kurz Coaching and Media. And today I first want to give you a very short update on my YouTube issue with this, the strike I got on my channel recently last week, because I had linked a website in one of the video descriptions, and this was a normal business website of a small business, and there was nothing bad about that. I also know the person; she's a good person and all that. So there was no problem apparent to me, but YouTube told me, well, this is a dangerous or harmful website, and therefore you aren't allowed to share something like that, to put links to something like that, and therefore we give you a strike, a warning strike. And I was really perplexed, and then I asked the website owner, and they confirmed to me that yeah, it's a problem there. They have been hacked recently, and because it's a small business, it took a while to fix that issue. But about a day later or so, it was fixed then. But in the meantime, Google had kind of detected that and flagged the page, and that's why YouTube then lashed out because of that. And then I submitted a request to review that and put up the argument that this is not a harmful website, and they have had an issue, but it's fixed now. So, and Google confirmed that it's okay now. So please recheck that. And they did that and removed the strike. So that works. But I would still be rather cautious about adding direct links or mentioning direct links, because that can get content deleted, videos deleted, can give you a strike. And if you are, have bad luck, it's possible that this happens 3 times in 90 months for the same reason, and then your channel is gone. And I mean, that's if you have a lot of links, that can happen. I mean, I don't know how high likelihood is, but it could happen. So I think it's not worth running the risk. And I would be especially cautious about smaller websites, because owners of smaller websites may not be able to fix it as quickly as necessary, so Google doesn't flag the website. I think the bigger platforms and websites are better at that, because they have a team that can tend to that quickly and efficiently. So I've removed a lot of links, and I still keep it that way, and then I will decide what I can put up again and what not. But generally, I wouldn't put up, run the risk and put up links that lead to smaller websites that I don't control, that I have no control over. I don't host them, I don't admin them. So that's the news on that. But the good news is it did work, that they removed the strike. Now, secondly, it's actually a bit of an effort today to come here, but I've committed to coming here because there's a lot going on in my life currently and in my world. And so I'm a little bit, excited, overloaded, all that. And so I didn't have a good night, and I didn't have a good night's sleep. But I came here, I did fumble around a bit with the technical stuff, because I wanted to test this streaming through OBS, which is a streaming software. And here I am. And so I hope I can give you something valuable today about the issue of no self-confidence and how to solve that. And that's actually something I discovered recently, a couple of days ago, at the end of last week. And you may have noticed I have put up a little short video with essentially a slideshow with text on it, and it was English text also, because it's related to the My $1 Million Experiment 2024 of Joanna. which you may have noticed I've joined because I've talked about that and posted about that on the channel also some time ago before it started. It started on 1st January. And yeah, I've come to quite some interesting insights, and I'm on the way to a better place now with regard to that. But I think it's interesting to share that with you. And because it's directly connected to all the topics on this channel and my own offers, or at least one of my own offers. And that's because our topic this past week was to choose yourself and to be your own rescue. So it was essentially about not looking outward for rescue. In this case, mainly it's about financial matters, but could be about any kind of matter, obviously. For example, constantly buy lottery tickets, hoping to have a big win that then will rescue you. But rather take responsibility yourself and take action yourself and take in your own hands and trust yourself with that. And that was when the interesting realization came in for me, because we get journaling prompts, and we have a book, complimentary PDF that we read through, and a podcast specifically for the people who are in this experiment, the members, and yeah, lab notes which give insights and journaling prompts and all that, and also engagement in the group. It's a Facebook group, and we're engaging there. And Joanna, actually the coach herself, she comes in and interacts and gives feedback and coaches you in the comments then. And I think we have monthly, we have also a live where we can directly interact. And yeah, that's how this works. And we had quite some exchanges towards the end of last week, over a couple of days, in the comment section, where I've commented a lot. And I've come to the realization, when I worked through that there is an area in my life where I actually don't have self-confidence. And that's quite interesting for me, because I'm generally not a person who doesn't have any self-confidence, which simply comes with age, really. Because when you go through life, you start to notice what your abilities are, what things you have learned, what your skills are, your skill set is, what also you can do better than others, perhaps, where you are above average. So you have some self-confidence around that. You also go through experiences, life experiences, and I've had quite a couple of them last year, quite challenging ones, which then you go through them, and they leave you with the confidence and the knowledge, actually the confidence and trust that you can handle that. And there's not much that you couldn't handle, you couldn't work through, actually, essentially. And so that is that's life experience, and with that there's a certain amount of self-confidence that comes with that, and competence, when you are competent at something and so on. But I actually found an area, and I wasn't really aware of that, not to that degree at least, an area in my life where I don't have this self-confidence, and that's the ability to generate the amount of income I need when I need it. And there are people around here who are very confident. You will find them who are very confident about that and talk about that and are completely convinced that they can generate income whenever they need, whenever they want, sometimes even however much they want, so to speak. And that's something that's actually lacking for me. And that is also, I thought through that, and I found that is also based on life experiences I had. So I didn't start out like that. I started out with more confidence, and then I went through some experiences that pretty much shattered this confidence. And yeah, then also, I mean, it worked very well for me for years and years. So I did earn pretty well in academia. But even then, I never had this feeling of trust in myself, of confidence that I could generate income on a decent level when I want or when I need it. And I think that has to do with the fact that it was in academia, so it was always time-limited contracts, which would run out at some point, and you never knew if there would be another job after that. And that doesn't even have much to do with how good you are, how good you do your job, if your boss likes you and wants you to continue, if you are great with the colleagues or anything. It just mainly depends on the whether there is funding, there is money, there is a position or not. And in academia, as a matter of fact, the positions and the funding is rather scarce usually. So there are not so many options. So yeah, you are never sure. You can never be sure. It's never clear how much you, how good your chances are to get a job afterwards. And although I actually experienced that there was another job and there was another opportunity and another opportunity and so on, and I could have continued like that probably for a while, and I could have gotten into a permanent position in a full professorship at the end when I realized that I didn't want that anymore. But that wasn't very helpful for building confidence in that area. And it's obviously not a very good thing to have when you go into business. It makes it really tough and really stressful. And that's why I'm really happy to have all the techniques and tools that I use to regulate my emotions, to be on top of my stress and reduce the stress and all that, and to get along and to be strong and clear in myself and all that, and to keep on going. But it's not actually the best setup you can have, and obviously because business is even less stable, and it really hasn't been that great so far, and it's currently getting better and better than it was before, but the amounts are not in the area yet where I need them. So I'm on the way, and it starts to work out better for me, but that's obviously a big obstacle, and I'm working on that now. And now, I mean, you don't only want to hear about the problem. Obviously, you may have the same problem, you may have a problem in a different area, a self-confidence issue in a different area. Doesn't really matter, but you want to know how to solve that, right? Because that's what I promised in the title. And actually, that's what I'm currently also doing, what I was doing already before I came to this realization. And that's to connect back to my inner strength, to my my guidance system also, and to listen in there, to be more in touch and to communicate with that, and to also to follow that. And that's because usually we deep down we know what's right for us and what's good and what's a good decision and all that. And the thing is that I used to be able to access that without much ado, but I didn't do that very consciously. I didn't reflect on that. It just came to me when I was younger, and then there were life issues that pretty much buried that under a lot of trash. And then I came to the realization that I had to get back in touch with this inner strength, with my resources, with my inner wisdom, so to speak, with my guidance system. And I worked on that. And for the past couple of years, I've mainly done that by accessing it when there was a bigger decision, a more difficult decision, by accessing it in a trance state, because then I could be certain, relatively certain, that it wasn't my little rational mind that would chattering and jumping in between and saying stuff. And obviously you can afterwards evaluate that rationally, but I also can feel that when I'm in that state. And so I did it that way, and it's a bit more complicated. And now, and that's just because I lost touch for a while, and now I'm on the way to get back to being able to do it on the go, on the fly, so to speak, without putting myself in a trance state first. And by listening more, training this connection more. And I'm also doing it more consciously now, and I'm pretty sure I will get there this year to do it on demand. And things are developing more nicely now, and it looks all the outlook is better. And so let's see where it goes. But there's still a lot of thrill in it. And yeah, that's also what I can help you with and tell you, because that's actually my main flagship one-to-one coaching offer is a trance journey to the power within. And there you find your confidence, you find your strength, you find your resources, you connect with them connect back with them, or connect with them the first time, and you will find interesting realizations, and will find what is the right thing for you and the right direction, and what your needs are also, because sometimes that gets buried too. And that's what my story is actually communicating here. Once you are in touch with that, and have experienced that, have gotten in touch with that once and connected with that, you can then go on to practice and train that to have that on demand yourself. And there are obviously exercises and things that you can do, practices, once you are back in touch with that. And I don't say that necessarily one session is sufficient, but it can be sufficient. Obviously, we don't know that up front. And it's not a very cheap offer, but that's because it's 2.5 to 3 hours the session. Obviously, we do a little video talk before that, a video chat before that, to find out if it's even the right thing for you, if it fits your issue or your topic that you're dealing with, if it can be helpful for you. Then also if it's okay to put you into a trance state, to do hypnosis on you, because that's also not for everybody. And then if nothing is in the way, we do a little test to see how you respond to it. And then you can decide if you want it. And obviously there are single session options and there are package offer possibilities, but that's something we can negotiate individually. And if you're interested in that, you will find my Facebook page link in the description, because that's in both languages at the moment. That's bilingual. But if you scroll a bit further down, you also find my German website, which you can use with Google Translate or something. It's not as bad as it used to be, so I hope you can manage to understand what's there. And obviously, you find my email address in the description too, so you can just reach out and ask me. And don't worry, I'm not selling you in something you don't want to buy, because that's just not my cup of tea, and I'm not going to be happy with that, and you aren't going to be happy with that either. So don't hesitate, just reach out if you have a question. So obviously there are other offers you will find on the Facebook page and on the website, and how I can support you, but that's something you can do if you choose to, because I have found it's very beneficial. And that's something that doesn't really come with, listening to tapes. You can do that for all sorts of things if it works for you. I used to struggle with that myself, but this is something else. That's a guided session where I'm your guide and I'm leading you through. and I can respond to what you are experiencing. Anyway, that's my offer on that. How to start to solve that. Obviously, you can travel the path alone and do it on your own. And also, if you are interested in joining the My $1 Million Experiment of Joanna Hunter, which has helped me a lot this year already, and it's the second time I'm in that, but I'm really engaging with that at the moment, and it's only 2 weeks I think we are in, because it started on 1st January, and you can still catch up and you can still jump in until the end of January. So it's still open. It got extended, the period to join that, and yeah, you get coaching there. Obviously, it's a group program. It's not like a one-to-one, but it's very, very inexpensive. It's just $25 for the whole year, and it can really make a difference. And also, you have a community there. That's the good thing about group programs, for having a community, connecting with people, also building a network, which can have all sorts of interesting effects. I've myself experienced that from the last time, where it didn't do much for my financial situation, but it did a lot for other things, and then in the end had financial effects also. Actually, just last year. So yeah, you find my link in the description too. It's an affiliate link. That means if you click on the link, you find information there. You can look at that and then decide if you want to jump into that. And you have to be on Facebook. I mean, the material is on there online on the learning platform, teaching platform too. But the exchange is happening in the Facebook group, so you have to be on Facebook for that. But yeah. That's one caveat, and I will get a commission if you decide to join the experiment, but that doesn't change anything for you. You are paying exactly the same as everyone who signs up directly, but I get a commission because I told you about it, and you can also get your own affiliate link and share it with other people too. Obviously, if you don't have a business, that may be a problem, because you also need a business PayPal. But if you have a business, you can do that. So that's it for today. Yeah, hope it helped you a bit. Hope you had some kind of insight, and you know what I'm speaking about with the connecting within. And if you are interested in some of the techniques and tools that I am personally using and I've shared here on the channel, you can also find the links to the playlist for the life hacks and the mini life hack videos, life hacks and mini life hacks. A lot of them are in German, but I think there's, especially in the mini life hacks, but also in others, there are English videos in there. So just check them out, and they will be certainly useful to get started for you. And if you want to travel the path on your own, I'm providing that here for you. So hope to see you again next week in our next live video. I have another idea for that one, but yeah, so much for today. Have a good time and see you soon.